not okay, especially when it comes to your network. AT&T is America's best wireless network for America's biggest text. Now with 5G, more
Don't go now. They're on their game.
Captain Asteroid on a collision course. Shields up, Rebel.
Have you seen this movie, The Orville?
What?
Have you seen the movie, The Orville?
No.
Discovery, I'm in total.
Is this Star Trek? Yeah, this is Star Trek. I've seen every single movie.
Spock, is that a smile I see on your face? Yes. Star Trek Discovery premieres Thursday, only on CBS All Access.
Star Trek Discovery.
This broadcast is copyrighted by
Yeah.
Productions for the private use of all audience. Any other use of this broadcast or
I-
fictitious descriptions or accounts of the game without consent. Productions
I
is
did.
prohibited.
It is good.
Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Farm. Phillip Rivers today, 8 of 19, 124 yards and a touchdown. His family came out to California for the game.
No.
It is.
The kids.
It is doing
I
it.
know where he's at in his career, and they all love football, and I know he's a great dad. If you know Philip, he's a wonderful person, and he loves the game of football with his family. And they're having a rough one right now, but they still got a little chance, right, Tim? Just a touchdown here, and 7 or 14 straight things go your way. I'll let you do the math, my friend, as King wiggles. And Slater finishes him off near the 28. You know, one thing about Phillip Rivers, you said it. Father of 8. And there's nothing he loves more than just being at home with his kids. And this is last spring. That's his son, Gunner. That throwing motion look familiar. He's the coach of his flag football team. You can tell he's emulated his dad when he was young. He wants to be just like his dad, Steve, you know. That is the Rivers family is in that suite right there. His dad, Steve, was a high school coach, and we were talking to him one day down the road. He's right into the broadcasting thing. You know, he just wants to be his dad. He enjoys all of that coaching, having a chance to coach Gunner, brother old boy Pete, as he throws it away. Now, there is nothing better than coaching your kids, or being around them, see them do that. But now back to the defense of the Patriots. They stole from the Ravens last week. Bill Belichick, he's going to come up with a different plan. This is not what they normally do. Now, all of a sudden, you see, look at this. We're going to pressure different, unique ways. It really is. We talked about it in that offense. Belichick with another great plan. Brian Flores. A lot of people assuming he is the next coach of the Miami Dolphins. Nothing official yet, but appears to be the guy there in Miami and staying in that division. To see the Patriots twice a year, defensive signal caller and linebacker coach for the Pats. Oh, and look at Flowers. And that brings out a flag. This is probably going to go against Flowers, but it's a great pressure. Too low? Yeah, I think it's too low. You can't hit the quarterback that low. James Territor? I've got a foul for roughing the passer for contact at or below the knee. So, yeah, it's a good call by Brian Flores. But Flowers, who's actually having a great football game today, just low. Sometimes it's hard when if you're getting pushed. Gene, can you come in here? Because if you're getting pushed, most definitely, Tone. If by the referee's judgment, he believes that your action is coming off a block of a teammate of the quarterback.
I only have one person watching.
Even though you may be blocked, if he feels the defender could have changed that, they still will call a foul. It's a safety issue. 21 dropbacks. He's been sacked once, but hurried 8 times, knocked down 4 times. Now I got a first down at the 43. Tough pass. Boy, they didn't thread that one. That's like the pass he threw in that game at Arrowhead Stadium on the 4th down late in the game. And it was so precise right across the middle, just like that. Of course, they had that miraculous win, including going for the game-winning 2-point conversion. Well, that's how we thought they'd have to win this game. I mean, Belichick's got this defense playing great football right now. Flores, I mean, there's nothing easy. It's always hard. And You got to throw tight throws over and over again to score.
That last ball went for 20. Brings it back over to Mike, who has of the afternoon. John pushes him back.
I'm just so thoroughly impressed with Belichick just getting these guys to, okay, we're going to be the Ravens this week. Here we go. Everyone, I want you to stay in an extra 2 hours, and here's what we're going to do on defense, and then this is going to give this team trouble. And then next week, we'll go back a little bit to who we are with a little bit of this, and then a different thing that gives them trouble. It's why when you get in the playoffs, that guy's just as hard to beat right there. Tom Brady, he's hard. This guy, he's really hard to beat, and guess what? They're together, and it's always, you have to have a great plan to beat them.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Melvin Gordon, 6 carries, 7 to lead the ground game early. Another back for Williams, and he does a good job of getting yardage. Ball came out at the end. They rule him down on the field. I think that's 15.
Well, this is one area that not everyone knows. New England's great at whipping this ball out. See the... Oh, that looks like it might be a fumble.
Oh, no, it's fine.
They do this really well. This should be a red flag by...
It's going to be. It's one of those occasions where if you were the Chargers, you don't want to take a lot of time trying to redirect things at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, now.
Because the
We want to
challenge
watch this. A spread?
flag has been issued.
A spread? Okay, now.
Did the Patriots recover it?
Okay.
Or did Williams get it back? Because that kind of looks the point if you're challenging, right?
Gene, you had a chance to look at it. First glance, take us through it.
Well, let's see.
Well, it looks like Williams has it anyway, right?
Behold the power of the
Because
$5
it's still
bill.
progress. If I push you back,
Well, thank you, Dad. Oh, you're welcome, family. What would we do without you? I shudder to wonder.
So for a $5 line of your favorites for just a Lincoln each. Now this is Daddy's favorite song.
and the refs, no, we're not right now.
What's that? My dad's playlist.
No, it's a ball game. You got the pass. Oh yeah, because it's like this.
Surprise! It's an MVC bike.
No,
What's
oh,
MVC?
yeah.
Most valuable
Since it's
client
like-
of your only client.
you
I'm
guys
your
know
only agent. No, you're not.
No worries. We have great rates on motorcycles.
Oh, that's bad because I was going to trade this in for a boat.
We cover that too.
Come on, Aaron. Sorry, stay car, no third wheels. This isn't a tricycle. Yeah? Feels so light.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Touchback.
Got it. The quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
A little bit of breakfast in Nashville.
A little bit of Motown in my soul. I don't know if we're good at that.
The all-new Chevy Silverado. It's a little bit country, and it's a little bit rock and roll.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Here to help life go right. Pizza Hut, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. And by the all-new Chevy Silverado, the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. This is one of those situations, Tony, you were saying during the break.
Come on.
Someone upstairs perhaps did not see the recovery part of that.
Come on.
The ball was fumbled by the Chargers receiver. However, there's not evidence of a
Oh.
recovery by New England.
Make sure you don't hit. Wait, don't hit that. Come on. If you do it, do it.
Well, when someone hastily may have suggested down to the sideline, you want to challenge this.
Well, they're right. They didn't get the rest of the view that he recovered it. 'Cause I thought he got up with the ball, and that's why I was.
Did a good job getting it pulled back in right from the quarter.
You know, during the break, you also mentioned that you thought this could, because that challenge could come back to hurt New England later.
Could be a
Isn't
turning
this
point in this game.
is that what you were saying?
Cost New England a timeout that it probably will very much need in the last 2 minutes. Here's a 1st and 10. Thornton, look at all the helmets around him, including John Simon.
Boys, New England ready to play. Just effort.
I want to see how many people
You know,
are
just
watching.
knowing exactly based on formation where to go. I mean,
Another bye-week entrance into the playoffs. 9 straight years.
it really just brings this team is. You saw it when you saw them the other day. They were just focused, and you guys were ready to go, and they knew their assignments, and they were communicating at a very high level on that football field with each other.
2nd and 13. They go empty for Rivers. He's going toward the end zone, and that thrower was the target. Coverage by Van Noy.
Well, Van Noy out and up, and doesn't fall for it. It's really good coverage. Van Noy does a lot of stuff in this defense. A little bit, remember, like Ninkovich, he's got a little bit of that responsibility. They switch up guys from time to time, but he's got a little bit of that.
There is that lineage. He talked to us about this too. How it gets passed down from generation to generation. Next guy, watch the previous guy do it the right way, like Ninkovich. And here's Rivers to the end zone. Fillmore there on the coverage. Well, 3 Patriots were in the area. We do have a flag on the far side, 13.
Right to the pad, holding. Defense, number 24.
You already said without Gilmore, we've seen some of the grades, no doubt. Some people have had him rated. He was all graded out as the top corner in the league this year. He's this time, though, called for the infraction. Melvin Gordon's roommate at South Carolina.
They had quite the talented
There's some players in that team.
plethora of guys.
Melvin Ingram, I should say, not Melvin Gordon, Melvin Ingram. Ingram on that team with Gilmore and Alshon Jeffrey. How about that? Here's a 1st and 10. Stepping up and trying to just go to the safety valve. And look at Chung waiting for Gates.
This is a busted play call because watch this right here. It's a pass by Phillip, but watch all these receivers. Like, what are we doing? Let's just block people and let's stand here. And Phillip's like, what are you all doing? Just a miscommunication on offense there. Phillip has to get out of town and just throw the ball to Gates.
Second and 13. They seal the pocket this time. Pass caught by Tyrell Williams inside the 1. Yeah, Jackson right on. Perfect pass.
It really was a perfect pass. He goes through the progression, finds the guy who's singled up. And Jackson far too off on the coverage. Looks like he's in, but not in the end zone.
Yeah, he's inside the 1.
Well, they're going to have to take a timeout here. See if Rivers can get this snapped and tell everybody what to do.
No time. No time. Got a flag in the end zone. Rivers is looking around like, what are we supposed to do here?
It's going to be the 3rd delay of game. He's asking, did you call timeout?
Okay, so pick up the flag, take the timeout. They'll have 1st and goal at the 1. When we come back to Foxborough.
Well, I went through your return line by line
Oh, good. Thanks. Just so you know, my income won't always be this modest.
Don't worry.
But I got a lot of things happening. So next year it should be pretty impressive.
Good for you.
I'm actually calling you from my yacht.
Oh, you.
What was it?
Nothing. Just one of my sailors.
You know they can't see you, right?
Oh, you all day.
You're kidding me. It's $9 on this coat.
TurboTax Live, now with CPAs on demand.
It's ready for you. The new Honda Civic Sport is fast moving, engine roaring, wheels racing. Always. Always fun. Racing wheels, roaring engine, moving fast. The new Honda Civic Sport.
Are you sure?
It's ready for you.
Would
you choose the number rated number one in the nation on experts or the one
Hey,
correct? You don't have to choose because
Switch to the network awarded by Root Metrics and JD Power. Buy the latest Galaxy phones, get Galaxy S9 free.
Team, bring it in. When I think of great teamwork, I think of Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. They've got the best program in the country. Highest ranked in the nation for servicing 5 consecutive years. And 9 years as the #1 in primary mortgage origination. This team really goes above and beyond for their fans. Hey, push button, get mortgage. Rocket Mortgage, proud supporter of college and players.
Introducing Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger Meal. For $5, this giant comes with double the beef and bacon, nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's nothing cheaper about it, except fries for a limited time.
what happens when you give a pocket knife to a 7-year-old?
They promise they be careful with it.
Nothing good. The neighborhood with CBS Monday.
Coach Lynn calling timeout before they get a delayed game penalty. Rivers saying, what are we doing here? He's not upset about the timeout. Rivers is upset that they're sending goal line personnel in the game. He's like, we're down 38-7. Every 30 seconds here matters. When you substitute all these big guys, it takes all. Run up to the ball and snap it. Roberts, he's acting like it was him. Is there too. But you listen to this. Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything, but people said that there was going to be a big sound, but it wasn't a big special effects sound there. But I can tell you, that was, look at this right here. Boom! Some collision. You can hear it there. That was impressive. Want them back a half yard, second and goal. Gordon again, and he's able to get in with his second touchdown of the day and their first since the opening drive for Los Angeles. You get misdirection, slows down the backer's eyes, and your hair late to fit their gap. Gordon. It's a touchdown. We said it had no chance last week, didn't we? That is true. We were saying in the Baltimore Chargers, like, no way. It's a little different. Yeah, a little wider margin. And Badgley adds the extra point. The entire regular season at home, Patriots gave up one rush touchdown, a 1-yarder week 1 to Alfred Blue of Houston. And now from the yard out, it's Gordon.
Kick off the new year with the new iPhone included from T-Mobile. The amazing iPhone XR is perfect for those New Year, New You selfies. And only T-Mobile has unlimited iPhone included for just $40. So get the iPhone you love most for the most loved in wireless. Bring your family to T-Mobile and get the amazing iPhone XR included for just $40 per month.
Deductible?
Definitely speaking insurance.
Additional interest on umbrella policy? Can you translate?
Damage minimization of civil commotion.
When insurance needs translating, get answers in plain English at progressiveanswers.com.
He wants you to sign Karen's birthday card. It's a high honor.
Okay, look. If you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 with its high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. Still leading the pack. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
Just go through.
Geniuses say the darndest things.
Just go through. I
Any idea where I could obtain
No,
radioactive
no,
material?
What a cute kid. CBS Thursday. Who's going into the celebrity Big Brother house? Joey Green, Joey Lawrence, Lolo Jones, Ryan Lochte, Dina Lohan, Ricky Williams, Taylor Braxton, Jonathan Wright, Ted Reed, Anthony Scaramucci, and this world-famous house guest. Living with celebrities is nothing new to me. Celebrity Big Brother premieres CBS Monday, January 21st.
Has 13 people watching.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by T-Mobile. Whether you're home or away, T-Mobile has you covered.
Are you a Charger?
And by Tide, #1 staying, and over fighting power, #1 trusted. So the Chargers take 10 plays to go 72 yards. Took 5:15 off the clock. And they've got a little more than a minute to go in the third. 38-14. Kansas City are waiting to host the AFC Championship game next Sunday night at Arrowhead. What a scene that's going to be. Over the head of Cordell. Rose able to deliver a touchdown. The AFC NFC Championships presented by Intuit TurboTax Live.
Well, I tell you, I'm talking how fun it was here today. Because I don't think it's been any factor yet in the game. Wait till next Sunday night. It's going to be a factor. Maybe not for the players, but for the guys up in the booth. It is. How about Tracy and Jay? Yeah, but we don't worry about them as much. That's true. Tracy and Jay, we really don't. Not worried about them. Brady out of the gun, throwing to Edelman. And Davis is a man who also was trying to chase him. Here's the running game, and look at what they've done, primarily by Sony Michel. Now, look at this, the ball displays. We said it earlier. Look at how far back the defensive ends are. There's Ingram. He's in the end zone. I mean, look at this. They just completely are blowing them off the ball with the double team. And that point of attack, I mean, just, it's really made, this game is over in some ways before it started, just based on the ability of the double team to take their guy. I mean, you can't stop the run when you're 10 yards deep. That run again gets the necessary yard and a little bit more. That's 25 rush attempts by the Patriots today for 135 yards. So they're averaging over about 5.5 yards per carry over the course of this game. Well, they're going to have to run the footballs. You know, if this continues and we think this game is likely, I'm going to give them a chance to win this. If they have to go against the team, they're going to play man-to-man outside, and they're going to make them beat them against 8-man boxes. Patriots from the get-go.
Yes, I got
An
the ball.
unstoppable force, and we're heading to the fourth.
Okay. Can I do something? No.
Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
I don't think no one wants to see a commercial. I don't think anyone wants to see a commercial. Not me. I can't believe going to my bed.
He'll have you at Aloha. Magnum PI. New episode CBS Monday. And now for the weather forecast. A cool front is moving in. Expect flurries of excitement
traveling, even getting married. At Citizens Bank, we can help you refinance both your federal and private student loans so you can start saving and get on with your life. Ask the leader in student lending how we can help you reach your potential.
There's nowhere to go, and the two of us. Dunkin' Go-To's, a great deal for $2 for
Dunkin',
$5.
yeah, I'll go there right now.
America runs on Dunkin'.
I'll get
And I
a vanilla yogurt.
unbelievable power of care. It propels us to practice medicine
How can
beyond
you
our
order
advanced
five?
treatments to
What?
put you at the core of everything
Yeah,
we do.
that's good.
We are more than medicine.
Excuse me, I'll just pass right by.
We are committed to
He's
your
on your
care.
bucket. I don't care.
Fly, Eagles, fly, yeah. Man, that's right.
Well, I'm a glass half full kind of a guy. I know you are. Patriots up 38-14. You saw the Chargers won the third quarter.
Oh, come on, they're so dumb.
That's definitely a glass half full. That's
It's
optimism at the
fourth
highest
And
levels
it's
right there.
38-14 now.
They really need a
It's
defensive score
38-14.
right now.
A non-offensive touchdown,
They are so
which the
dumb.
Patriots have not given up a return touchdown the entire season.
And they're on offense. What could be worse?
Return game or defensive touchdown. How about Edelman? Look at the balance.
That is worse.
Down to about the 28. He is having a huge performance.
They played a lot better.
That goes for 35. He's 9 for 151. You're going to
The
see this
Eagles
little
are in
double
for
move.
this.
The guy carries the seam on defense. They go up and then go up.
Well,
But
I
really,
think they're pretty much
this is the
done
best
for
ball I've
this stage.
seen.
Well,
anybody
not
throw
like
in
I
a
don't have
long
high
time.
hopes, but like
The Saints are awesome.
That
Yeah,
was-
they're the
and
best
he got
in the
hit right at the end of
NFC.
it. And it was
Yeah.
on Derwin James, and there was no space, but Edelman with a great route, a great catch.
Boy, James reached out and tried to get a hand on it. And that the pass was exactly where it had to be for a 35-yard gain.
if you have half of 20 minutes,
Hand off to Patterson.
how are you supposed to do?
Got the edge. Shoved out at the 14 again by Derwin James. Got a marker on the field.
This is a wing T counter, if you can believe it.
Ooh, 17 people.
What if Teddy's watching this?
And this is Edelman's. Like, this is the play right here.
I don't
After I catch this big plays, like, just stay here. Just stay here. Don't go away. Oh, the ball's going there. Oops. Edelman grabs him a little bit. But that's the thing. You catch this big play, you're exhausted. You just kind of want to go get
Ooh,
this away.
19.
They had to factor in.
Yeah, you just
That's some
not
good
quite the
stuff.
same blocking level we did probably in the first play.
Brady, who's 30.
Oh, I
and
think Teddy
38.
is watching it because he gets my
39,
notification.
To White.
Oh, really? No!
Tiptoed
You
around traffic.
idiots! You idiots!
And King, frustrated, throws him down. Another good block by David Andrews.
Shaq Mason, the right guard, 69. Look at him get in front right here with a great cut block. And then he gets
They're
blown
gonna score
out.
another.
Oh, I'm telling you, Shaq Mason had a great cut block, and then he got just blown up at the end of it.
Look at this. One away from tying Darren Sproles for the all-time postseason single-game record for catches. He's got 14 in this one.
Well, there he is. I don't know if you could see it, Jim, but watch.
Which team do you like the
See,
least?
he's right up here. You'll see him. He's going to cut block right here.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Great block. And then he gets up. He's like, I did it. I did. Oh.
I hate them. My favorite play
That one
is the
is
Tom
so
Brady
good.
special. Or look, look at this.
Ted Karras comes in for him at right guard. First down, going up top again. Incomplete.
One of the rare times that Brady has a ton of pressure, and they pressured him. Derwin James blitzes off the edge, and it's a little bit late now where I feel like this is kind of what they should have tried doing early in the game. Just to speed up the process of everything that New England was trying to do.
5 touchdowns in 6 trips. He had to win a field goal in the red zone. Second attempt. Take it off. Edelman there, a little miscommunication.
Well, what happens is Edelman normally stays up there, so Brady turns and throws to his normal spot that Edelman is. But Edelman felt like he had to get more space from the guy, so he kept drifting back. Well, Tom's just throwing that screen pass to him on. Basically, he's always in this spot. I turn and throw to this spot. He's always right there, and he's not in that spot.
They haven't been out of sync many times today. 3rd and 10 to pick up a first at the 6.
But they got to be safe here. Just a simple, quick throw, get it out of your hand.
Hogan down at the 12. Davis and Dye ends it there. And Gostkowski coming out for a second field goal attempt. He's been good from 28 in the second half of this one.
And that was key. I know it doesn't seem like it's 24 points, but that does make it now a 4-possession game. And that's why you saw just a quick throw that really has no chance of getting a first down. There's no sacks, put us out of field goal range or make it too tough. No turnovers. Get this ball out, make it a 4-score.
Gostkowski's kick is good from 30.
Oh, and just so you know, people, in this game, only in this game, I'm running for the Chargers.
14.
That's me.
Feeling unsure? What if you had some help? Introducing the new 2019 Ford Edge with the confidence of Ford Copilot 360 technology, the most available driver assist technology in its class. The new 2019.
I should buy that car. I don't think I'd be very comfortable with driving.
Everybody all set? Oh, any recommendations? Salmon roll's okay. Just okay. Is it fresh? Sort of. The chef had it this morning. Unfortunately, he went home sick, but he left instructions with Kyle.
This fish is raw.
Do we need a minute? Yes.
Just okay is not okay, especially when it comes to your network. AT&T is America's best wireless network according to America's biggest test. Now with 5G, more for your thing. That's our thing.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or
Well,
more.
what if the camel's not happy on Wednesday? I have an iPad.
Execution of a federal judge.
You do? Yeah, but that's the newer one.
Investigations have more
What
interest.
is the
FBI, CBS Tuesday. What's next? Is history.
Back living on a prayer. 21, always is.
This whole place is singing, living on a prayer. And there was another guy singing, living on a prayer. I think he knows the words.
Did they win? Did they win?
Patriots have now scored on 7 out of 9 possessions today.
But they probably will.
King,
What the heck?
not
You
just
put it
across the
on
20 by Slater and others. And let's meet up on the sideline again with Tracy.
Jim, what a job by the Patriots. De facto defensive coordinator Brian Flores just orchestrating just a tremendous performance today. And we talked about him having some opportunities. Well, He had such big shoes to fill for Matt Patricia. Never backed down from a challenge. Parents were immigrants from Honduras, grew up in the projects of Brooklyn, suffered a broken leg in college that ended his NFL dream, started as a gopher with the Patriots, has worked his way up over 13 years, now getting this opportunity, and who knows, could be the next head coach in Miami.
That's really well said, Tracy. He's done a fantastic job, and he deserves the opportunity.
Got a flag down. They have limited this Charger offense to 183 yards, and as we mentioned earlier, Flores is considered right now the likely next coach of the Miami Dolphins.
Well, you don't get to be the defensive coordinator under or pseudo, I don't know.
Defensive signal.
Yeah, well, that's what Parcells used to do that too. When I was there early in my career, he'd be like, okay, you're going to call the plays. Well, my coordinator, no. Well, am I just, you're nothing really. Just, I'm going to test you out. I'm protecting you, but I don't want you to really do anything or tell anybody what you're doing, but you're doing all of it.
But not the title.
Okay, so what am I doing again? I don't know, but let's go do it.
Just call the plays. First and 20. Sean backs off. Here they come again. Incomplete. Over the head of Allen, who again has the one catch, and Rivers jumping.
Well, this is Flowers just going up and down, and see Butler right there providing pressure, splitting the double team. It's been a really rough day for Phillip, having not much time. It's been
12 minutes.
Not a lot of guys open, just a couple plays, just to kind of ran into a buzzsaw of a team that was very focused and prepared and ready.
He's under 50% passing. He's had no time to throw, except in this one. See what he does with it. Almost gets picked. He was throwing it to Hunter Henry. And Van Noy almost came down with it.
Man, Van Noy had an opportunity. This is right. His hand's right there.
Van Noy walks into the room with us the other day, and first thing he says to you is, I'm way down in Dallas. There were some bad calls, man.
I was like, oh, let it go.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. I do remember you made a great play, but then I threw two balls on you that you didn't make great plays. He's a good guy. He was smiling the whole time. He's picks the system up fast, found a new role he's never had before here, and he's playing good football.
3rd and 20. And Sioux Patriots there to defend with no window for Williams. Jason McCourty helps make the play. How about Jason McCourty? 10th year in the league. All those years down at Tennessee. A year ago with the Browns when they went winless. First 9 years, never saw the postseason. Saw his brother all those years getting all of these exciting chances and Super Bowls and first-round buys and AFC Championship appearances. Oh, under heavy pressure. There is a flag. Jonathan Jones ran into the punter. This on a 4th and 20.
If it's roughing, it's going to be an automatic first down. Doesn't matter that it's into the kicker. Obviously, it's only 5. If he's looking at the Chargers bench, that tells me then it's like, do you want to punt again or not? Which means it's probably running into the kicker.
Gene, you don't see anything there that looks like roughing instead of running into?
Not contact with direct with the plant leg, which would be roughing. The kicking leg would be a running, and I believe that's Tony's absolutely right.
11:47 to go. How much longer will Coach Belichick keep the likes of Tom Brady in the game?
Just show 4 fingers.
Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Todd.
If you're choosing a network, would you want the one the experts at RootMetrics say is #1 in the nation?
Sure. They probably know what they're talking about.
Or the one that JD Power says
First,
is
the Patriots
highest
are
in
winning,
network quality
and
with
second of
news
all,
every day?
only 4 people are watching our video.
Because
This is
Why
ridiculous.
didn't you just lead with that? Second one.
Chosen by experts, chosen by you. Get 6 months Apple Music on us. It's the unlimited plan you need on the network you deserve. Now buy the latest Galaxy phones and get Galaxy S9 free. We got the business. You better get used to this weather, State Farm, because I'm trading you to a QB in the Siberian Football League.
You can't trade my answer. And we don't cover Siberia.
What do you cover?
Cars, homes,
Motorcycles?
RVs,
Boats?
golf carts.
All right, I get it.
And he jumps over everybody. Touchdown. Oh, Travis Kelce.
Sir? Your order. Awesome. Everyone's hyped because McDonald's 2 for $5 is back. So mix and match your choice of 2 favorites and get to celebrating.
Miles is on a mission
There's someone out there saying need people in need of help.
to change lives, one friend suggestion at a time.
Did your phone broken?
We just got 76 friend suggestions.
Thank God! Sounds like an all hands on deck kind of situation. So what are you gonna do?
No idea.
We gave those people hope. We tend to make things worse before they get better.
New God Friended Me. CBS tonight after 60 minutes.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, it is the bar. Verizon, chosen by experts, chosen by you. And by McDonald's. Tom Brady's still in the lineup here. At 11:47 to go. How long do you think he'll keep him in?
Oh, he's probably going to play the entire game. It's kind of just a Belichick. I mean, he might take him out if there's a drive with 3 minutes to go. But I just don't believe he's the only coach ever who just, we're here to play football, we play football, and then it's over. Then we go on.
Coach Belichick this week seeing the passing of one of his mentors, a guy that he considered to be like a godfather to him, Rick Forzano, the former head coach of the Detroit Lions, who was a longtime assistant at Navy with his father, Steve. And he gave Bill his first position job in the NFL. Belichick came into the league being a special assistant to Ted Marchibroda in the Baltimore Colts, but then Forzano hired him as the tight ends coach at Detroit back in the 70s. But as Michelle's not half very sure, that was how many times did he say he and my dad were really, really close? Mm-hmm. Talked about think about the guy that lived in the Belichick family home there in Annapolis. Bill, of course, an only child, but Forzano, before his family was able to come out to Navy, would stay with the family, and again considered to be like a godfather to him. And even went on to credit Coach Forzano with recruiting Roger Staubach to Navy. Michelle stacked up. He's very close to the first.
Well, let's think about it. You're the coach who hired Bill Belichick. You know, it's like you're the guy who hired Lombardi. It's a pretty good deal. It's impressive. And I know that guy. I know he meant a lot to him. You think anybody will touch any of these records? I mean, his playoff record. I mean, just any of this stuff. It's in.
Well, how about this one?
It's just so. It's just the stuff they've done is just. It's not even a real. They're not real stats anymore. You know.
In his career today, as they bring out the chain gang, it's his 40th postseason game as a head coach. That's 2.5 seasons, 16, 16, and 8. You got 40 games in the postseason alone.
Yeah, that's more games in the postseason than Anthony Lynn has coached as the head coach of the Chargers. I mean, it's really just it's inconceivable to think that anybody can put together this long You know, and Anthony today, Coach Lynn did a phenomenal job this year. But when you come into this game, you just understand the incredible ability of the Patriots to morph, to shift, to almost be super efficient and execute so, well. It's just so hard to beat them without special performances. Something has to be a little bit special, whether it's an incredible scheme or whether it's an incredible player just going and making some incredible moves. And here comes
The shift change that you saw in the game at Pittsburgh between the Patriots and Steelers. 4th and inches. And they're able to bring Ryan Allen, the punt team, out.
Wasting the clock again.
Cordova snaps it back. He's a Navy man. Big high kick. Bounces in with a touchback. Belichick to a 7.
Yeah.